Keep us in the straight from the places forgot when we met thee. Blessed our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadow beneath thy hand, may we forever stand.
Good evening. On behalf of Beauty, it's with great joy and pleasure that we welcome you to our 2022 graduation celebration. So family and friends, please join us and share in celebrating these amazing young women and men as they complete one milestone and they continue their education as college students. Thank you.
Keenan Richardson Cook. Keenan is a 2022 graduate of Woodrow Wilson High School. Keenan has the distinction of being one of the top 10 graduates in the class of 22 with a 4.375 GPA. He is a member of the National Honor Society and a participant in HSTA, the Health Sciences and Technology Academy. Keenan is an outstanding scholar and excels as a multi-sport athlete. While at WWHS, he participated in football, basketball, track, and weightlifting. Keenan has been named the Pete George Athlete of the Year for 2022. As a member of the National Honor Society, Keenan has volunteered for a plethora of service projects, including serving meals to the community's food insecure individuals, cleaning local highways, working concessions for WWHS ball games, and janitorial duties. Additionally, he volunteered to assist with local 5K runs, basketball and football camps where Keenan helps to coach and referee games. Keenan plans to pursue a degree in human science at Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. He is the son of April Cook.
Layla is an honor graduate of the Woodrow Wilson High School, class of 2022. She graduated with a 3.5 GPA. While attending Woodrow Wilson High, Layla was a member of the Key Club, Diverse Student Organization, DSO, and additionally, she was a participant in the Health, Science, and Technology Academy, HSTA. Layla has developed an amazing work ethic. Along with her academic responsibilities, she has been employed at JCPenney and Robert Dunlap & Associates while a student. Layla is currently working at Lowe's, and she participates with the Young People's Union, YPU, at the Heart of God Ministries where she attends. She plans to attend Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia in the fall, where she will pursue a degree in chemical science. Layla is the bonus daughter of Rhonda Coleman, Tyler, and Jaleesa Coleman.
Gary Josiah Hairston. Josiah is a 2022 honor graduate of Woodrow Wilson High School, obtaining an overall GPA of 3.8. Josiah's honors include selection to attend the Envision National Youth Leadership Summer Academy in 2019 and in 2021. This opportunity provided Josiah with the opportunity to have hands-on experience in areas of interest and career explorations, which included national security in 2019 and in engineering 2021, with experts in these fields. As a member of the National Honor Society, He has participated in various community service projects to develop leadership skills and the spirit of volunteerism. Josiah is a member of Heart of God Ministries, where he participates with the YPU, Young People's Union. Josiah plans to attend West Virginia University in Morgantown, West Virginia in the fall. He plans to major in health science. Josiah is the son of Gary, Janet, and Tierney Harrison. Adriana Law. Adriana is a graduate of Woodrow Wilson High School, class of 2022. While a student at WWHS, Adriana also attended the Academy of Careers and Technology, ACT, where she received an OSHA 10-hour course certification and completed a 2-year medical assistance course. A successful national examination earned Adriana the distinction of becoming a nationally certified medical assistant. A scholar and an athlete, Adriana was a 4-year starter for the girls' varsity basketball team and held the leadership role of team captain her senior year and was a member of the Art Honor Society. She is an entrepreneur and a small business owner of Adriana's Art, where she shares her talent with a focus on portrait artistry. Adriana expertly balances her curricular and extracurricular activities to maintain employment as a Texas Roadhouse host and board member of the Dwayne Richardson Jr. Memorial Scholarship Fund, along with her dedication and commitment to the activities of her church. Adriana is a member of Living Waters Apostolic Tabernacle Incorporated. She actively participates as an usher, member of the choir, and the church's youth group. Fulfilling her desire to attend an HBCU, Adriana will attend West Virginia State University in the fall, where she plans to pursue a degree in sports medicine athletic training. Adriana is the daughter of Felicia and Richard Law Sr. Jaden Lawson. Jaden is a 2022 honor graduate of Woodrow Wilson High School. Jaden's 4.0 GPA earned him the distinction of a summa cum laude designation. He has maintained honor roll status throughout his academic career. Jaden is a participant in the Health Science Technology Academy, or HSTA. Additional honors include membership in the National Honor Society. Jaden has a true enthusiasm for the arts and theater, something he was introduced to as a student in elementary school. As a result, he participated in the theater performance class at Woodrow Wilson High School. One of the highlights of Jaden's senior year was his performance in a leading role for the theater's production of Fiddler on the Roof this year. In addition to his academic responsibilities, Jaden is employed by TJ Maxx. Jaden's goal is to become an audiologist. He will attend Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia in the fall, where he will pursue a degree in the field of audiology. He is the son of Leslie Hamby.
Stanley is a 2022 honor graduate of Woodrow Wilson High School. He has maintained honor roll status throughout his academic experience. Not only is he an exemplary student with an overall GPA that places him in the top 5% of his graduating class, but Stanley is also a student athlete. His passion for running enabled him to become a member of the track and field and cross-country teams. He has the distinction of being a member of the National Honor Society. While participating with the NHS, Stanley has demonstrated a commitment to volunteerism through his participation in countless community service activities, including assisting with blood drives, 5K races, highway cleanups, and food distribution to area food insecure and homeless populations, just to name a few. Despite his busy schedule, Stanley found time to seek employment as a DoorDasher and a barista for Starbucks. He plans to attend WV Wesleyan College in Buchanan, West Virginia in the fall. He has chosen biology as his field of study. Stanley is the son of Carnisha Anderson. Trey is a graduate of the Woodrow Wilson class of 2022. He has been accepted into West Virginia University in Morgantown, West Virginia. His participation and interest in athletics include football, baseball, and basketball. Therefore, Trey has decided to pursue a degree that encompasses all of his passions for sports media. His after-school activities include employment at Walmart and Chick-fil-A. Trey participated in Children's Court and Raleigh County Teen Court. He attends Heart of God Ministries, where he was a participant in the mentoring program for the young men of the church, Moldamale. Trey is the son of Stephanie Parker. Isaiah is a 2022 honor graduate of Woodrow Wilson High School. He has maintained honor roll status throughout his academic career. He has the distinction of being a member of the National Honor Society. As a member of the NHS, Isaiah has been privileged to develop and enhance his spirit of volunteerism and desire to help others through his participation in numerous community service projects. Isaiah is also a participant in the Health, Science, and Technology Academy, HSTA. While attending Woodrow Wilson High, he has been a member of the Woodrow Wilson High School Band. Isaiah loves sharing his musical talent at Mount Vernon Church, where he plays the drums. Isaiah enjoys lending a helping hand at church whenever he is needed, a role he has loved since he was a young child. Isaiah plans to attend West Virginia University in Morgantown, West Virginia in the fall. He plans to major in computer science. Isaiah is the son of Kenita Thomas.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Good afternoon. It's my job to introduce the speaker for today. I'd like to share a little story with you prior to the introduction. It shouldn't take too very long. Once upon a time, on a snowy December night, to her family's delight, a beautiful baby girl was born. The sweet baby girl grew quickly into an adorable toddler who captured the attention of everyone she knew. No one could miss the great big sparkle in her eye, nor could they believe how easily the words flowed from her tiny little mouth. Everyone knew she was special, very special. It wasn't long before this adorable little girl was ready for school. And there, once again, her teacher soon realized she was special, very special. One might say extra special, as the little girl's dreams of what she would one day grow up and become danced around in her head. Before you knew it, the little girl had grown into a young teen and was headed to high school. It was there she continued to flourish and grow, and the goals were becoming clearer. While in high school, she worked hard like other students with goals. Her high school teachers knew she was special, extra special, and so did her peers. She enjoyed her high school days where she was vice president of her freshman class, a cheerleader all 4 years, National Honor Society member and HISTA participant, homecoming queen, and senior class president. Those high school days went by like a flash. This special, extra special baby girl that had that sparkle in her eye had grown into an extraordinary young lady headed to college. She was on her way, making a giant leap toward her goal. The 4 years at Wake Forest University in Winston-Salem went quickly. The college years were full of accomplishments too. A degree in health and exercise science with minors in sociology and psychology, Wake Forest Gospel Choir member and member of the Pi Beta chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, topped with an opportunity to travel to the Dominican Republic for a summer service project as a medical assistant, where her fluent speaking Spanish abilities was definitely an asset. Indulge me, because the story's not quite finished. Next, the extraordinary young lady began taking calculated strides toward her goal, heading to Washington, D.C. for post-baccalaureate studies, then to Marshall University in Huntington. It was at Marshall where she earned a Master of Science degree in biomedical science at the top of her class. With her eyes on the prize, the extraordinary young woman entered Joan C. Edwards School of Medicine. Many honors were garnered along the way. 2020 Excellence Through Diversity Award recipient, the Rural Family Health Medical Scholar, Excellence in Community Service Award, the Nate Ruffin Scholarship Award recipient, the Leonard Toe Humanism in Medicine Award. It's also where she and a colleague developed a mentoring program for the youth of Huntington, West Virginia, called Fairfield U, something she was most proud of. The extraordinary lady was now sprinting toward the finish line. The goal was in sight, and like every good story, this is the place for the happy ending. Only this is not the end. It is just the beginning. For you see, on April the 29th, 2022, the heroine in this story, the extraordinary Woodrow Wilson High School graduate and scholar, earned her Doctor of Medicine degree from Marshall University, Joan C. Edwards School of Medicine. She's now headed to Wake Forest Baptist Health in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where she has accepted a residency position in family medicine. Seniors of the class of 2022, ladies and gentlemen, beauty scholarship recipients, and members of Black Educators Are United, totally yes, I am extremely honored and proud and joyful to present to you the little bright-eyed baby girl whose eyes sparkled brightly, whom I have known since that snowy December birthday, to the special, extra special, extraordinary woman she is today. The guest speaker on this auspicious occasion, Beauty's 2022 graduation celebration honored speaker, is Beckley, West Virginia's own Dr. Japri Nicole Miller.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for the wonderful introduction, and thank you to the Beauty Committee for selecting me as the 2022 guest speaker for the Beauty Commencement Program. I'm honored to be able to speak to these amazing class of 2022 graduates. And to the class of 2022, congratulations to each and every one of you. I've read about all of your accomplishments and accolades, and I'm thoroughly impressed with all that you've done and the fact that you've accomplished this during a global pandemic. As a recent graduate, I know just how hard that can be, so that deserves a round of applause in itself. I hope that you're still basking in this amazing moment and realize just what you have achieved. But it's just the first of many achievements. Don't let this be the end goal. Develop and fight for your dreams and goals, and then set newer and higher goals. Don't let the word no or the phrase "you can't do that" deter you from your dreams. Your greatest potential has yet to be seen, and I can't wait to witness it and hear all of your great accomplishments down the road. I'm not too far removed from Woodrow. I can still sometimes hear the tardy bell ring and can hear the excitement and chants at the football and basketball games, and can still picture the chaos that would ensue in the cafeteria on pepperoni roll day or chicken nugget day. So I know each of you have spent countless hours doing homework, staying up all night doing projects the night before they're due, even though you've known about them for a month. And I know I'm not the only one that can relate to doing that. But I know you spent countless hours studying for tests, ACT exams, AP exams, all leading up to this big moment of graduation. And I remember counting down the days since ninth grade to be able to say I graduated, ready to move on to college and start fresh, meet new people, and work towards career goals. But looking back, I was so naive of what was to come. What I hope to leave with you all today is persevering through the word no. If we were in person, I would ask each of you if you've ever been told no or you can't do something. And then I'd ask what you did with that no. Did you accept that other person's words and not do the task? Did you work harder to prove the person wrong? Or do you still ruminate and think on these words today? So I can still remember the first time I was told no or that I couldn't do something. And no, it wasn't my mom telling me that I couldn't have McDonald's and that we had food at home. That didn't hurt me so much. But it was when I was told that I would not make the high school cheerleading team. And it seems very trivial and small now, but it hurt me back then. I remember crying all night, frustrated that I wasn't performing well enough in middle school to be considered for the high school team. So after a night of tears, I took out my frustration in the gym. I called my gymnastics coach and asked him if I could practice in the back of his gym while he taught classes, and he agreed. And I stayed in the gym for hours upon hours for weeks. And on the last day of tryouts, I immediately left the gym, the high school gym where tryouts were, and spent the next 6 hours in the gymnastics facility perfecting my skills to the point my body was physically exhausted and I was crying with tears running down my face with every motion. But in my mind, I was not accepting that, no, you can't do this. I would not accept someone else's definition of what they saw my future to be. And that next day, I saw my name listed not only as making the cheerleading team, but making the varsity team as a ninth grade freshman Black student. So again, while looking back, it seems like something so small of being told that I can't do something, it set me up with a mentality that I can persevere through being told that I couldn't do something. And little did I know it would keep impacting me later on. So I graduated from Woodrow and I head to Wake Forest to college. And I'm having the time of my life being away from home, meeting new friends, but still finding time to study. But unlike high school, which came pretty easy, my studying wasn't showing on the grades I was getting. And at the end of my first semester of college, my grades were so bad that I don't even like to think about it. At this point, I told my college advisor that I wanted to be a doctor. And he looked at me and he laughed. And he told me, I think that you need to consider other career paths because with grades like that, you'll never get into medical school. So I sat there the rest of the meeting. I took that punch to my confidence and held it together. But when I got home, I laid in bed and just bawled my eyes out. But I turned around that next day. I woke up at 5 a.m. and started studying. I changed my study habits, figured out how I study and what's best for me, and I ended up making the dean's list multiple times and graduating from a top 25 university. So, another example of persevering through another no. I continued to work on myself after graduating from Wake Forest. I took some more pre-medicine classes. I studied for the MCAT, which is the medical school admissions test. And once again, I was told by an advisor at my school that I should consider other career options. But what did I do? I pushed that idea to the back of my head. I kept a tight and consistent study schedule, waking up every day at 7 a.m. to study until 5 p.m. And I took the test and did well and applied to medical school, only to be waitlisted and later rejected. Now, as a side note, I wasn't rejected because of bad grades or because of a poor MCAT score, but because of my own procrastination in submitting the application. So, just as a rule, make sure from now on when you're submitting things, if the deadline is late, submit it 10 days earlier. Submit everything early. Don't wait until the due date. But regardless, I was so close to reaching this goal and was devastated by the misstep that I took, and my goal was still just out of reach. So I again took this no and continued pushing, using my by any means necessary mentality to drive me to study more, do more, and learn more. I reached out to one of the people I interviewed with at Marshall for medical school, Dr. Campbell, and she talked with me and gave me advice on next steps of what I could do to reach my goal. This connection I made with her turned out to be life-changing, and I'll talk more about it later. So in the meantime, per Dr. Campbell's advice, I got a job at a hospital as a nursing assistant and a patient sitter. So while I would be sitting with patients in their rooms, I would bring my books along with me and study. And I would also talk with the patients about biology, psychology, and sometimes organic chemistry. And even though I know the patients didn't know what I was talking about or weren't listening to me, it was helping me get the concepts down and just preparing me for my goals. After that, I ended up furthering my education and pursued a Master of Science degree at Marshall University in biomedical science to improve my academics and show that I could do the hard work. And this was also per the advice of my mentor. And it was at this point that I met another mentor, Mr. Cooley. And Mr. Cooley challenged me, he pushed me, and he encouraged me. And this was another mentor I had in my corner who didn't just tell me, no, you can't or you shouldn't do this, but instead offered, what can we do to get you there? So I excelled in the master's program, graduated with my master's of science, and it was just the confidence boost I needed. I felt like my hard work was paying off and my goal was just within reach. After a long journey that was nothing like what I imagined it would be when I decided I wanted to be a physician back in grade school, I finally got the call while sitting on my grandparents' couch, and they said, "Congratulations, Japri, you've been accepted into the Marshall University School of Medicine. You're going to be a doctor." And tears immediately fell from my face, but thankfully, this time they weren't due to frustration of being told no, but the promise of the one yes I had been waiting for and working towards. So now that I've given you my entire life story and the many no's that I've got, I hope you caught a few gems and things that I want to leave with you all as you journey on to college and throughout life. But I'm going to reiterate some of them for you. So first, no's are inevitable. While I hope that you won't have to experience quite as many as I did, it's likely that you will on your journeys. As intelligent Black and African American students, I'm sure you've all heard the phrase before, and if you haven't yet, you probably will, but we often have to work twice as hard to be seen as half as good. We always have to prove ourselves. So I would say it's not about the no's or you can't that people tell you, but how you choose to respond. Are you going to be complacent and accepting, or are you going to persevere and accept the challenge? And I hope you choose the latter. Next, when experiencing those doubters, it's okay to feel your feelings. I'm not sure if you could tell throughout my story, but I'm a crier and I've shed a lot of tears over the years. I gave myself the grace to feel those feelings and take the punches, and I hope you do the same. Bottling things up makes it difficult to focus on your goals you hope to achieve because you're focused and clouded by the anger and frustration. My advice is to feel the feelings, dry your tears, pick your head up, and push harder. Along the same lines, while yes, it's good to cry and feel those feelings, don't let others see you sweat. Each of the times I was devastated by what someone told me when they doubted my capabilities, I maintained my composure and made sure I was in a safe and comfortable place before I expressed my feelings and cried. If you have to grin and bear it or take the punch, keep that smile on your face and then scream and let it all out when you leave the room. Don't give any doubters the satisfaction of seeing you hurt. Instead, give yourself the satisfaction of proving them wrong. Speaking of proving them wrong, you have to figure out your why and how you're gonna do that, how you're gonna prove them wrong. I knew from a young age I wanted to be a doctor. I had no backup plan, no plan B, only plan A. I'm gonna be a doctor. That was my only option, and I knew I would do whatever I could in my ability to achieve that. My why and reasoning was because I wanted to give back to my community as a healthcare provider. I wanted to help underserved, particularly Black patients, be able to have access to treatment and a familiar face in the office that they would be comfortable with seeing. Research has shown that Black patients and African American people feel more comfortable seeing a Black healthcare provider, and I wanted to be that person. That was my why, to help rid people of the fears and stereotypes of physicians like my grandparents or other family members before me had. So I don't know what career path each of you ultimately will choose, but try to think of your why, and that will propel you into working on how to achieve it. So I often think of Kobe Bryant's Mamba mentality, which he defined as being able to be the best version of yourself, being better today than you were yesterday. I remember reading that he would wake up at 4 a.m. to beat everyone to the gym, trusting that his hard work would pay off, and as we all know, his hard work definitely paid off. And I don't really like using the athlete analogy, but I know it's one of the most common ones and one that people usually connect with. But I was thinking of the hard work and hours also that people like Stacey Abrams and Barack Obama and even Beyonce have put into their craft, and it's the exact same concept. So while I wasn't waking up at 4 a.m. to put up shots at the gym, I was up at 6 a.m. waiting outside the library for it to open with my books and coffee in hand, trusting that my hard work would pay off. And it did. So find your why, develop that mentality. Don't let others define you. Be the best version of yourself, and don't be complacent. The last thing I want to leave you all with is to find your mentor. I was blessed to find two wonderful mentors in Dr. Campbell and Mr. Cooley, who helped me on my journey and encouraged me, not doubt me like many of my assigned advisors did. These mentors took the time to get to know me for me, not just what they saw on paper or a transcript. These mentors also looked like me and could relate to the things that I was going through, which made it so much more easy to open up to them and ask for help and advice. So reach out to people in the field you plan on pursuing, set up a meeting with them and discuss your goals, and ask them if they can offer any advice to help you achieve them. If you don't connect with them, thank them for their time and then on to the next one. Find your mentor early and don't be afraid to ask for help. You define your destiny. Not some old man behind a desk who's only known you for 2 minutes. You control your destiny by how you respond to the challenge. Don't be complacent. Fight for what you want to achieve if it's in your abilities, and don't take no for an answer. You are the only one in control of your purpose, and I can't wait to see each of you all's purposes come into fruition. Congratulations, class of 2022, and thank you again for the opportunity to speak with you all today. I hope that you take a few of these nuggets with you throughout your journey to college and beyond. I cannot wait to see what each of you achieve. Continue to persevere through the doubters, not just to prove them wrong, but to prove to yourself that you're capable and in control. Thank you and best of luck.
Good afternoon. My name is Yvonne C. It is my honor to announce the recipients of the 2022 Beauty Awards. The following students will receive $1,000 each from the Beauty Organization. Layla Cox, Gary Hairston, Jaden Lawson, Adriana Law, Trey Parker, and Ronald Thomas. Our next two honorees are being awarded memorial scholarships. The first one being the Thomas Parham Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 given to the student with the second highest grade point average. We are proud to present this special award to Stanley Martin, who has maintained a 4.19 GPA throughout high school. The Juanita Parham Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 is being given to the student with the highest grade point average. We are extremely proud to present this outstanding award to Keenan Richardson Cook, who has maintained a 4.37 GPA throughout his high school years. A letter will be sent to each of you from our beauty organization in late summer, outlining your responsibilities so that you may receive these funds in a timely manner. Congratulations to all of our recipients.
Even though we are apart,
we are together in spirit and in soul.
Today we celebrate love, resilience, community, and the power of music. Oh, happy day.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
Jesus won.
When Jesus won.
Jesus won.
When Jesus won.
Jesus won.
When Jesus won.
He washed my sins away.
Oh, happy day.
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 When Jesus won.
When Jesus won.
When Jesus won.
When Jesus won.
When my Jesus won, He washed my sins away.
Happy day.
Oh, happy day.
He taught me how
Oh, you taught me how.
to walk.
I don't want you, yeah. Fight and pray, yeah. And you taught me how to live. Live rejoicing.
To live rejoicing every day. Yeah.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus won. When Jesus won. When Jesus won. When Jesus won.
He washed my sins away. Oh, it was a happy day that He taught me how. Oh, He taught me how.
To watch, to fight and pray. And he taught me how to live.
Live rejoicing, rejoicing, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, happy day. 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 I'm gonna sing and shout. There'll be nobody there that's gonna put me out. Happy day. I'm gonna spread the news.
Good afternoon to Beauty members, parents and guardians, friends, and especially to the 2022 graduates. Congratulations on a job well done. May you continue to be successful in all of your endeavors. To our speaker, my soror, Dr. Dupree Miller, what a wonderful and inspiring message to our graduates. We knew you would do a fantastic job, as you have been blessed with so many talents. Therefore, on behalf of the Beauty Organization, please accept our gift as a small token of our appreciation and gratitude, not only for being a motivational speaker, but also for being a great role model for these students and others in the Beckley community. We pray that the next chapter of your life will be a glorious success. Again, we thank you, and may the Lord bless and keep you.
Good afternoon. I'm Quincy Madison, the founder and president of Beauty. Congratulations, African American 2022 high school graduates. Beauty is overjoyed with pride as we honor you, the seeds of our forefathers. Today, a great opportunity exists for you. So as you continue your journey in life, believe, receive, and achieve your goals. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, and no mind can imagine the things that God has prepared for those who love Him and those who continue their education. Again, congratulations to the parents, grandparents, and legal guardians. I say, good job. For you too should be commended for the role that you have played in your child's life. To our keynote speaker, Dr. Dupree Miller, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to share, inspire, and motivate our graduates. Beauty would like to also commend you on your many accomplishments, and we shall always wish you well. A very special thank you to our Golden Apple sponsors, our Crystal Apple sponsors, our Red Apple sponsors, our Red Apple Memorial sponsors, and our contributors who gave money so that we could give scholarships to these deserving African American students and other African American students to help them in their lives and education. Because of your generous contributions, we were able to do the following. In December 2021, after verification from colleges and universities that our previous scholarship winners were matriculating well, we proudly sent 26 unsuspecting previous scholarship winners a check for $575 each. That was a total of $14,950. What a Merry Christmas! During our Edina L. Schofield oratorical competition, we gave the following prizes. The first place winner received a new HP laptop computer with an extended warranty. The second place winner received a $300 check. The third place winner received a $150 check. All the winners, plus the other competitors, received a certificate of participation. We helped a homeless 18-year-old freshman college student who had aged out of the child care system with a new HP laptop computer with an extended warranty. A $500 donation was given to an African American family with 3 school-aged children whose house had burned to the ground. And today, we are giving a total of $10,000 in scholarships to 8 deserving African American high school graduates. We could not have done any of that without the generous support of our sponsors. Thank you, Mrs. Sharon Bird of Suffolk, Virginia, for producing our 2022 graduation video. Thank you for producing our 2022 oratorical competition video. In fact, since 2020, you have produced all of our virtual programs. Thank you. To the beauty officers, the Beauty Scholarship Committee, the Beauty Edina L. Schofield Oratorical Competition Committee, to the Graduation Celebration Committee, to the entire beauty membership, thank you. Thank you for giving selflessly of your time. I thank you for your encouragement. I thank you for giving your monthly donations in order that we have money to help our African American students. Thank you so much. Lastly, and most important, I thank God for the constant stream of blessings that He has bestowed upon the beauty organization. God is on our side. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Now let us have our closing prayer. Now unto Him that is able to keep you from falling, and to present you faultless before the presence of His glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise God, our Savior, be glory, majesty, dominion, and power, both now and forever. We pray that the program will be a lamp unto the feet and a light unto the path of our graduates, as well as our speaker. Amen.